Well, this is different for a number of reasons. It's different physically because in the first movie, that was my real hair, which is a little trade secret. I actually, for some reason, that's when you're young and you don't know anything different and you're willing to dye your hair platinum blonde to the point where the hair people are like, oh, I'm surprised it hasn't fallen out. So now, you know, I'm back I'm in a wig, and I'm sure I have the same answer as everyone else. It was strange at first, you know, to kind of get back into character, into the outfits, and then it becomes strange that it's not strange anymore. You just kind of get back into, you know, the way Mugatu kind of handles himself. I had forgotten how intense playing Mugatu is, because he's never relaxed. He's either in someone's face and, you know, usually screaming at someone because nothing's ever quite right, and there's a lot of anger because he's never respected to the level that he feels like he should be. But those are all, you know, such fun characteristics to get to play. In looking back, Ben gave me this great opportunity. I was, I think, in my second or third season on Saturday Night Live at the time, and I had done a few things in movies, but it was the first time I got to really kind of do a big, broad character that actually resonated with people, and so it's very meaningful to get to kind of come back and revisit Mugatu. We actually find him in fashion prison. He has been imprisoned for 10, 15 years for for attempting to assassinate the prime minister in the first movie, and he has he's very much in Silence of the Lambs mode, heavy security, and has been preparing for meeting Derek Zoolander, who is the only one he will grant an audience to, and of course quickly reverses roles and escapes thanks to Derek's stupidity, and then begins to enact his plan of revenge against not only Derek but the entire fashion world for leaving him behind, literally and as well as in a fashion sense. As a director, I feel like Ben is completely underrated. I know people know that he directs, but I don't think they realize how good a director he is. He's obviously completely focused, great with the actors in terms of keeping the momentum going, and has great ideas that he's, but at the same time, it really wants you to kind of just do whatever you want to do and whatever you feel comfortable with. And then, Ben has the same kind of, I think, commitment to character that I like to do in terms of just throwing yourself totally into it. And our working styles are very similar. Owen and Ben are kind of perfect yin and yang in terms of the way they, not only personality-wise and the way they approach the work, but also the characters. Owen is very kind of loose and fluid, and where Ben is a little more like having to keep track of everything, and that's kind of a great kind of match. They work off each other really well, and yet they're both, Hansel and Derek Zoolander are both kind of two different types of stupid guys. Derek being, I think, the ultimate stupid guy, and Hansel just being, you know, a little more out there, you know, a little more with his kind of Buddhist Zen approach to everything. Yeah, I think they're just kind of obviously they're a great combo because they continue to do things together. Kristen is an incredible talent, and she's so, you know, she has these amazing kind of eclectic, bizarre choices that are, I don't know where they come from, and I don't know how she possibly thinks of these things, but they're brilliant. And every choice she makes, and you know, I think she's hands down like one of my favorite comedians, like working today. And yeah, just really brilliant. Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting because with the 15 years in between the movies, you're really gonna have more than ever a brand new audience seeing this for the first time. So I think Ben and you know, has done just a great job with kind of obviously picking up where we left off from the first movie, kind of paying off where the story ended, and then for the most part has really just created this brand new story that's inventive. It's self-deprecating in a perfect way, talking about how much older we all are, and which I think you kind of have to address that in a way, I think it gets the audience on your side as well, to just kind of make fun of the fact that it's much later, and these guys are still trying to hang in the fashion game and the model world. I think it's a much bigger story in scope than the first one in a way. So it almost has an action adventure quality to it, and so, you know, I think it's gonna do really well in that regard.
Hi, it's Valerie here with a little bit of love. Did you know the voice actors of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse from the 1930s got married in real life? For this and more movie facts, click on more videos.